let's be honest. None of us knows exactly what we're doing, which is why it's really important that you like and subscribe and share to spread this very important message. I come to you, Martin Pavey, welcoming you back to the channel to tell you that the struggle is real. The resistance is real. We all face it. But we have an opportunity to overcome all of the struggles that you and I face. And the common denominator between the struggle, the resistance, and the adventure, the journey, the path, is leaps of faith. There are some times that we just have to delve into the deep. We have to launch ourselves into the journey because we don't know exactly what's coming. We don't know what conversations that we're going to have. We don't know what struggles we're going to face. That's why resilience is so important. And I've actually had quite a few conversations today, loads. And I see that the common denominator amongst the people that I've spoken with is they're living life very passively. They want to be liked rather than doing good work. And it's what separates most powerful men from the weaklings, is that they're willing to do things despite not having all of the answers. This is my theme at the moment, not having all the answers. You don't need to know everything. You just have to be willing to do the work, to go out there, to face what we think are, and it's kind of pathetic, we have to face the awkward conversations and be willing to say the things that we're frightened to say. There's nobody I'm going to say this again, there's nobody in the world who isn't frightened of saying the things that they say, but what separates the men from the boys is they say the things regardless of whether they're frightened or not. They say them. They put their real thoughts out into the world. Because at the moment, it's so fascinating, honestly. It's so fascinating. I'm on Twitter every single day. I'm interacting in the comments and I'm going through people's posts. And the amount of copycattery, if that's a word, it is now, the amount of copying that goes on is absolutely astounding. And there are people that are professing thoughts, and quotes, whatever, as their own. And I have a freakishly good memory. So when I hear a quote of somebody else, I will be keen and I will actually point it out that, oh yeah, that's not your thought. That's somebody that you're quoting. And you haven't credited that person. Everybody wants to make out that they are original and thought-provoking and revolutionary. But they're just sharing other people's thoughts not because they're unoriginal. People are original, but they only think the thoughts in their head. They don't actually put their thoughts, their own perspective, out into the world. And I feel like it's my job to say, just say it. Just say it. There's going to be nothing revolutionary or extraordinary, frankly, about what you're going to say. But the point is, it's not what you say, and it's not even how you say it. People will appreciate you for being honest. People will value your frankness, your openness, your willingness to put yourself out there. They will. I've watched it happen today. I'm rising and rising and rising in followers, in interaction, because people actually are responding to me being authentic, to being authentically me, to being honest, to being open, because people value the bravery in that, which is why you have to take leaps. It takes a lot these days, actually, to really put yourself out there and be open and vulnerable and susceptible to criticism. People value it because we're living in very meek and feeble times, and we're living in times actually also of sort of banality and people not putting their personalities out there. It's all very beige, and I'm willing to admit that there's a lot of beigery going on around me, but you see there's this, and I'm doing as much as I can to bring as much colour to the world, and as time goes on it'll keep growing. The point is you have to start somewhere. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Now that is a quote. I don't actually know who said it, but after I've recorded this video I will find out who said it, and maybe it's sort of, it sounds like a Zig Ziglar kind of quote, T. Harv Eker, I don't know. I'll put it in the description of this video, but it's stuck with me because somebody who came up with that quote understands the true mystery and wonder of life. And that's what I want to impart in all of you watching these videos, is to assure you that so many positive and powerful and transformational things come from speaking your mind, being brave, being honest, and the connections that you make, the relationships that you build from being that kind of person is really, really powerful. It's magical, actually. And we all have the power to do it with the technology that we have. So you don't need to know all the answers. But, and it's a big but, get out there and start spreading your perspective, your experiences, because there are people out there that need to hear it. And that's the feedback that I've had from every single conversation that I've had today, is how valuable it is just to speak the truth and to give people encouragement and give them the permission to speak themselves. It's wonderful. And it's right at your fingertips. Thank you very much for listening. Martin Pavey here. Please do like and subscribe and share to spread this very important message. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Ciao for now. Strong.